Hi, this is Wayne Cook, and I was looking through the documentation for how to use Teams and didn't quite find quite enough information, so I went ahead and made my own video. Hopefully it's helpful. Thanks for watching. Hi, this is Wayne Cook, and I just wanted to show you a little bit about how to use Teams to set up classes for Monday, since we're all required to do that. The purpose of this video is because when I went through the Teams training, I did not see something that quite matched our setup here. For example, often instead of having calendar, they had a meeting here, and there were a couple of things that were a little bit different. So it took me a little bit to figure it out, and I am advocating for a technology class 7th period for next fall, and that's another reason why I'm doing it. I'm setting up my own YouTube channel, and I think it's important to teach the kids how to set up their own YouTube channels and then be able to use technology a little bit more. So therefore, I'm going to go show you my Word group, and then I'm just going to go ahead and open this group. And if you notice, then I have a video meeting team, and if I wanted to, then I could add a channel, which I've already done, which is called Video Meeting 2. It has both a general and a Video Meeting 2 channels here. The general one is the one you usually see with all the information about the students, and the students also have the access to any channels you add. And the reason why I added a second one is because I wanted to be able to allow them to have an access to something that's strictly for meetings. The first thing I did on here was I set up a calendar. Of course, something rings here. Hopefully that will go away. Sorry about that. This is in my own room. And then I go to calendar, and I go ahead and go to the 23rd, because that's the first day of online classes. If you notice, I have then meetings. If I want to set up one for my second period class, I'd click here, and then I add a title, and then take required attendees. The documentation says that this should take the team name, but when I've tried to put it in there, it says Teams says it does not recognize the team name, so therefore I'm having to invite individual students. Going back to calendar, then the one I am going to show you is the introduction, because this one that is tied to the video meeting. On here, I've already tied it, and if I wanted to, then this is where I click and tie it to an individual channel so that they know which channel it is. And then I will have the full list of students going across here. Going back to the channel, then if you notice, then I have a poster up here that says when this meeting's going to be. And then I also did an example one here, which did not work, and so I'm just going to do it again. If you notice down here, then you have a camera, and this is to hold a meeting. And if you notice Meet Now, we'll bring up a bar across the bottom. One of the options is More Options, and then I can start recording on this channel. Then we'll be recording my picture here, and if I wanted to include anything, then I could include then we'll be recording my picture here. And if I wanted to include anything, then I could include something like a research paper, and then it will show the research paper. This is an example that I use for teaching MLA and APA papers. If I go ahead and then do a file save as, so I do not ruin the initial one. And then if I wanted to then I can just say I use the proper form to this, but I'm just doing a demo, so I won't do everything because it's supposed to have the first, last name information. But this one is just MLA example. I'm definitely not going to go through everything here, but this is just to show you how you can do a paper. And then in this case, I'd select everything, go to paragraph, and on an MLA paper, it's not supposed to have any spacing around the paragraphs. So I will do that, but notice how everything's lumped together. And then I will just go ahead and then just say I want it double spaced, Times New Roman, 12-point font. And then go to references. Notice it's set to APA to begin with, and I want it set to MLA, which will set the, well, the formatting to the proper MLA formatting for you. And that's the basic general meeting. Then notice I have this. I can go ahead and then stop recording so that the example is stopped. In closing, then, if you notice, after you wait for a while, then you need to close off the meeting in the same way that you started it with, if you remember the triple dot, then you can click on it and it'll just say stop recording. Unfortunately, when I started recording this when I started recording the editing of the file, then it stopped the overall recording. So I'm just showing you what to do now. And if you notice, then you have a recording here so that any student who missed your meeting can actually go back and see the meeting and learn anything you have. This is great for teaching things, especially if we can't go back till the end of April, which is about the end of school. I wish everybody well, and thank you.